thought of the day. I think it's important to just remember that there was a time when we did not have all these fucking screens and shit and just stuff to do. People used to just like not be able to just look up like, I don't know, like how old, when did Pythagoras die? They couldn't look up fucking like what. There's an entire like story like in a movie on a thing. I don't know how do you even describe a movie to someone that doesn't know what a movie is. On a little thing, you know, and then you can just probably like look up like you know, fucking naked ladies and all types of shit, and there was time when you couldn't do that. There was a time when you just had to like imagine it. You just had to imagine it, and you know, you do wonder sometimes how people did what they did, and because I was just sitting there with my brother before he went to school, and I'm like, damn, man, like, people used to just sit and fucking, like, just sit and think. And I think sometimes you realize, like, anytime you have a moment to think you aren't doing something you need to be doing, whether work or school or the gym or blah, you're listening to something, you're watching something, and you think, when do you actually have time, though, in your head to think things through? You think to yourself, I don't know, I think people have such clouded thoughts and they have no clue what they want. But like if you're constantly kind of blocking your own brain by having it focus on something here or here and not thinking about what's here, and then you, of course, you know, you're not gonna, and if you just let yourself, you're gonna, the ideas can, I feel like, just flourish. And I'm not an expert, I'm still trying to do this. I still end up looking at my phone, I still look at it when I wake up, and I'm trying to, you know, stop that. And just when I think I'm sort of no longer a slave, there's some new, you know, sort of entrapment I find in with social media or something. But yeah, there are people that don't use social media and their lives are fine, and yet they don't know that fucking Taylor Swift's new album's coming out, or that there's some drama with the new Harry Styles film. But they don't really need to know. I don't, in a way, think that much has changed in terms of stuff happening. I know things have advanced a lot, but a lot of shit used to happen. People would just die and like get diseases, and like people would, you know, get like killed, and just awful things would happen to people, and amazing things would happen, and you would never know because it was just no way to spread that kind of information quick enough before something else would happen, you know, because it was all fucking paper, and you'd hear word of mouth and there'd be stories. But now you have this whole thing coming at you from here, and you're not getting anything from, and it's silence, the sound of your own voice, the sound, just the feeling of waking up, and just, I don't know, I feel like we are sort of desensitizing ourselves. And you know, because my generation anyway is the first one where, you know, you could have a phone from like 5 years old. I was lucky enough not to, but I just think there's just it's just like, why is there an urgency for me to know about some drama with Shia LaBeouf, and he's not even in the film? I didn't look into it, I don't want to know, but it's like, that should not be my priority. My priority should be like, you know, like, I don't know, like speaking to my family, you know, or like just relaxing, because it's like you're so stressed out, but then you're constantly listening to music and watching shit, and you never give yourself to think and breathe and think it through in your head and say it aloud and go, oh fuck, that's what you're doing, or it's not that bad. But as you constantly have this block and you never have a moment to kind of like fucking just a thingy, the sink, unplug the sink, there's just this big murky water of shit, and you have to kind of reach around and fucking grab the thing, when instead you could just let it drain. Alright, I'm gonna go eat this.